Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Pretty unique pattern. Very easy, a little tedious. And if you'll take a screenshot of that right there to kind of help you remember what to do, we're going to take a square and I'm going to hold down the control button. Well, control button, I hit the shift key. And then I'm going to rotate this thing 45 degrees to get it up top. It's a little fat, so I'm going to take this and go right here to do that. Now, if you notice that the rotation is off because I rotated it. So the best way to cure that is to take a Smart Fill tool, fill it in, get rid of this one, put this one back, and a little left click, right click, and you see that my rotation's at 0. I'm not going to work at the center of the page like I normally do because there's really no way to do that. I'm going to Control D, double click on the X, and put it on that midpoint, and I'm going to rotate 22.5 degrees. Control D all the way around. We really don't have to go all the way around, but it's better because now we can Control G and hit P, and now we're in the center of the page. And then after some time doing this, you've got to figure out which ones to fill in, and you need to fill in that right there. And the way to check that is Control G, Control D, make the next one blue or red, have it rotate from the center. Well, I'm going to hit alternate C, put it from the center, and then I'm going to rotate it 22.5 degrees, and you can see they match up. I always do that just to kind of make sure I realize what I'm doing. I'm going to left click, right click. Now this is a group, so I can go to Effects and Contour, do that right there, and it contoured all of them. I don't really have to ungroup them. We're going to move this out of the, we're just going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and move this back to the center of the page. And now I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool, and there's several things you could do this. So I'm going to nudge these. Well, that's actually too far. Let's go like 5 inches. So what I'm doing, I'm filling in that border. And the last one I'm not going to do because it really doesn't have a border. Now I'm going to change some colors, and I'm going to make this one green. I'm going to make this one yellow. I'm going to make this one burnt orange. I'm going to leave this one maybe a dark green. Then I'll leave that one blue. Now I'm going to open up the bevel docker, which is underneath your effects, or I had it open. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to bevel it. You know what? It always makes it darker. And I don't do this enough because I'm a laser engraver to figure out how to make it. You know, I played around with different things, and, you know, just, if you play around with it, well, that looks pretty good. So now we're going to do just each one. Do the yellow one, do the orange one, do the green one again, and then do this blue one. Now, I don't want to forget that guy, so I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and go and fill that in. Now I'm going to take the center spots, and I'm going to nudge them over. I'm going to make them all blue right now. But then I'm going to alternate the color. You know what happens if we take this and make it yellow? We take this one and I'm just doing the opposite, or trying to get the opposite. This one was yellow, let's use red. This one is kind of whatever color that ends up. And pink. And I don't really think that one's worth doing. You know what, we'll leave it blue. Then get the bevel tool again and bevel these. Look at the weirdness of the pattern. I mean, it's really messed up, but it really kind of shines off or shows up. Select them all, put them back. I mean, that's pretty weird. But there's other things we could do. I'm going to Control G to group it. And I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to move this over. So I should still be in the center of the page. Control D, alternate C, and rotate it that 22.5 degrees. Control D. And it really doesn't shine until you finish it. It's really pretty ugly. I don't even know, for the blue and the shadowing. And so you could play around with your light control and your shadow color. But that's a mosaic of pretty interesting features. Now I see some white lines. Let's see what happens if we take it all and put a black line around it. Wow, look at that. I think it really makes it pop. Anyway, just playing around. I think if I did it again, I would use the interactive fill tool to give different colors. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.